Hello everyone, this is your unemployed chef. Today's video will be different. Some people have requested that they wanted to see maybe a tea that could probably protect you from the coronavirus. Remember, I'm not a doctor, but it's a really good tea that everyone should drink every day to keep their lungs clean, keep their blood circulating, and to just boost their overall health. So today's video is going to be on a Corona ginger tea. I'll be using part of a fresh ginger root, some honey to sweeten the tea, some apple cider vinegar. This helps give the tea a nice balance between the spiciness of the ginger and the acidity of the vinegar. I also heard that apple cider vinegar is great for controlling your blood pressure, lowering your blood pressure, as well as possibly aiding in weight loss. Sorry, I want to rhyme today. I have some turmeric. I can never pronounce this. Turmeric is known as a great anti-inflammatory natural medicine, as well as some cinnamon. Cinnamon is also known to control your blood pressure as well. I don't know what is it with me with these things that lower your blood pressure, but maybe I just want to go to sleep. Who knows? And it also provides a great taste and a great smell. So let's get started. So what I use for my tea to get it hot is I heat up my hot water, and I use I guess Breville tea kettle. It doesn't matter if you use one or not, but I just always have this filled up with water, so whenever I'm ready to make a tea, it's ready. So I'm going to let the water reach a piping hot temperature, and in the meantime, I'm going to take my paring knife and I'm going to peel the ginger, skin some. If you don't have a paring knife is a knife that's best used if you're paring or peeling fruits, if you're doing very fine knife work. So if you don't have one, you could also use a spoon, but I just like using the knife because I just like using knives. And no, I'm not a serial killer, I promise. Promise. So I'm going to do that. And you don't have to take all the skin off. You just need to expose the flesh. I like using this kettle because it heats up the water very fast. I don't know actually where, I don't know if this was bought online, but I know my neighbor uses one and we got one. Okay. So my tea recipe is pretty, I would say it's pretty improvisatory. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning and I can't think. It's improvised for the most part. So I don't really have an exact measurement that could probably work for everyone. So everything is a taste, but I'll tell you my measurements anyway. And now, once my ginger is peeled, I take a grater. You could use a microplane, which is just a long grater that extends out this way. And it doesn't take up so much space. So I like to use the second biggest holes in my grater. And I'm going to grate enough that would be able to fill up the inside of this teaspoon. It doesn't matter if the pieces are big, they're not finely grated, we're just grating it. We're not eating it. And that's about the amount you want. If you want to feel the power of ginger, go ahead and put more. No one's stopping you. But your bladder may say otherwise. So I have a teaspoon. If you don't have a teaspoon, you could use something called a cheesecloth. A cheesecloth is just a cloth type strainer that's used to purify or strain out the fats in stocks or broths and purees. So they're not difficult to find. You could use that, and you could just stuff the ginger lightly into the cheesecloth, tie it up nicely, and just let it sit in the hot water. So I'm not going to tightly pack my ginger. I'm just going to lightly pack it in, close it. Water's ready. And what I do for the initial step, I just pour the hot water over my spoon until my cup fills up. And I turn my spoon around so I can get all sides of my grated ginger. Now, if I didn't mention, this is approximately 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger. Okay, and once you are done with pouring the hot water over it, give the water a nice stir. And we're actually going to let it steep or sit in the water for 4 minutes so all the ginger goodness can come out. Give it one more stir. And then we leave it in. Okay, so my 4 minutes is up. Trying to get all the excess water out. Wow, this thing is really shiny. The Sword of Immunity. If only I could get it to shine right into the camera. Here we go. The Sword of Immunity. Okay, enough of that. By the way, did you know that ginger has been used for centuries in Asia as part of natural healing medicine? It has a lot of antioxidants. Okay. And now I'm going to spice it up. I'm going to do about 2 shakes of cinnamon. Okay. Give that a good stir. Alrighty. And then I'm going to do 1 shake of turmeric. I'll get the word right one day. Two capfuls of apple cider vinegar. And it's really, really good to drink this as your first thing in the morning before you eat anything, especially with the apple cider vinegar. I heard that if that's the first thing that you put on your stomach in the morning, it really boosts your metabolism for the rest of the day because your body gets a huge jump start by it. And now I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of honey. 1, 2, and 3. And honey is a natural cough suppressant. provides a coating in your esophagus, and it helps if you already have a coughing fit or a chronic cough. It helps to soothe your throats. And that's it. That is my Corona tea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and complain. Actually, I have a channel update. If you haven't been following my channel closely in the last 24 hours or so, I posted a question in the discussion talking about me possibly starting some videos in my garden. I thought it would be a great way to show you guys how to grow your own food, what kind of food you can grow in your garden, and how important a garden is to the culinary experience. So fresh foods are great. It'll provide you a chance to learn about the foods that you eat. So if you want to watch a video like that in the coming weeks, I should be recording some. I just got my plants not too long ago, so they're not ready to be planted just yet, but they're getting very close. Just let me know in the comments down below. Again, this is your Unemployed Chef. The recipe will be in the description below. And always chase that yum.